All right, I'm Nick. I'm outside. We're going to take a few minutes today. We're going to go over this 2022 Hobie Mirage Compass from the front to the back. Just a quick walkthrough, thorough, but no bullcrap, okay? Before we get started, I know that we haven't produced as much on the water content. That's the start of this. We've been busy. All the orders, greatly appreciated. We actually picked this kayak up because we had a bunch of requests to make seat risers for it. I have sat in it. Not on the water yet, but the seat sits extremely low, which we're going to resolve that, okay? But yeah, extremely low, which I found very, very weird. And now I know why there was a bunch of requests for seat risers. So we'll make that happen here in the next week or so. We're going to get on the water with it tomorrow. But today, we're just going to go front to back, talk about it. Now, if you know anything about it, this is a pretty plain Jane, simple pedal fishing kayak. You only have access to the inside in one location, which is in the middle between your legs. And we'll go over that front to back, okay? But plain Jane, simple, 83 pounds, fully rigged, 12 foot, easy to move, fairly easy to store. But yeah, simple, nothing flashy about it, right? From the front, I'll get my shadow out of the way. Has a compass right there, right? How appropriate. I do like this handle. It's a lot better than the handle on the Lynx, okay? That may sound silly, but being able to put your finger in those grooves makes a big difference. This little cover, I personally see that as a great way to get your treble hook stuck in there. So that probably won't be there when I start fishing out of it, but it's there for now. Sail mast, like every kayak for the Hobie kayak for the last decade it does come with this cassette plug, which is perfect for storage and shipping. Now they use this stuff because it stops the kayak from deforming and moving, and it keeps these guys spread apart the appropriate distance, which is awesome. That way everything fits great. Now, here is the 180 drive it comes with. It probably won't fit down there all the way because the kayak is touching the ground. But that's the gist of it. Obviously not going to go down there all the way. You still have forward and reverse. You can adjust everything as far as being shorter or taller. Very easy. This is the only internal storage on the kayak. I don't have any kind of insert for it. If you're going to do any kind of rigging or run a fish finder, access to the inside of the kayak is important in my opinion. Very simple though, nothing to it. Here is the strap for the drive. You can pull this out here like that, and it'll allow you to lock that in place. I'm not going to mess with it too much. I don't want to mess those fins up. Now the seat is low. Like if you look here, it is very close. I got a tape measure out, but it's probably only 6 inches from the ground, which puts the pedals pretty high above your knees or your feet while you're pedaling. We'll go over that on the water, okay? Very, very simple. The seat folds under if you want to go sit on a beach somewhere. Folds out. This seat straps in here, goes back. That way it can't come out of the kayak, which is cool. But if you wanted to sit on the ground, you could strap it around there, and then the seat won't unfold. It is held in back here the same way the Lynx is held in with these bungees. As you guys can see, we'll just take this one off. Once that one's off, you can just pull the seat out, and if it wasn't strapped in right there and there, it would come on out. Now, while we're in here, you guys can see it has this molded in handle that's in there, which is actually really nice, especially for putting the wheels on, and I'll show you guys that in a second. We do have the Hobie little small wheels down there. It actually has 2 flush mount rod holders instead of the roto-molded rod holders, which is, you know, just something Hobie's probably doing just to save a little money here and there. Rudder system there, which if you guys are familiar, it's controlled here. You pull this in, that drops, the rudder comes down, and then the rudder control is over here, left and right. Very easy to use as normal. Obviously you can see the top plate. When this moves, that moves. Nothing to that. Another nice handle back here in the rear for picking up. Overall, a very simple kayak. No access in the rear, no access in the front. Like we said, only that center hatch. We will set this down for now. I know we're doing it all one-handed, so I hope that we'll just lock that in. It's good to go. We'll pop these out and set them down. Toss this thing over here where it'll probably never be seen again. We'll take this off of here, and then you guys will be able to see that this handle is actually very nice. So you can tip it over, you could insert the wheels and then you can put the down, you just grab that handle, flip it over, you're good to go. Like all the Hobies, these scupper plugs are reinforced, scupper holes are reinforced, which is nice. It does have a skid plate here, so you can drag it around. Can't go too steep of an angle though, because you'll scratch this part. Obviously, that thing's on a spring, so if you hit anything, it'll just come back, just like the kick-up fins, which is nice. It has the Lowrance ready plate. We make some transducer mounts for that, which is super easy to install a variety of things. But once you got the wheels in there, you can just grab your handle, flip it back over, slide back up here to the front, and it is light enough that you can push it or pull it anywhere, which is cool. Now, we talked about it before. This is a pretty plain Jane kayak. There is no, pockets here for storage or pockets there. Cup holders, not really a cup holder, it's kind of like an indent. Lots of room to put the crates back here, the H crate back here. Overall, a very, very simple kayak. Now, for the seagrass and the papaya, it's about $2,500 or so. The camo version, I believe, is $2,750. There wasn't any camo ones locally, and I saw that although the camo is supposed to be $2,750, I saw a company selling it for $3,100. The idea that the retailer's upcharging for no reason just because of demand, that stuff bothers me deep down inside. So I chose not to buy it there, okay? And that's actually why I bought the papaya. I do not like the color, but for what we're gonna do, it's gonna serve me fine. Now, I haven't had it in the water yet. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll give you guys my initial thoughts. It is 34 inches wide. It's actually pretty flat when you put it like in the garage on the floor. I was sitting in it and there is no rock, okay? So I expect it to be very, very stable. We'll see how that rudder works. I've never really been a fan of the rudders underneath there. Always where you're gonna hit it. I like the fold down of the old Outback and stuff. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't hit it unloading or anything like that. But again, the kayak's only 87 pounds, so pretty easy to avoid hitting things when the kayak or the platform is so light. That's why I like the Lynx so much, okay? My Lynx didn't go anywhere because I love that thing. Now, I'll wrap it up because I'm just rambling. Overall, $2,500 for a very, very simple kayak that's light, easy to store, minimalist approach. I'm not upset about it. The Lynx cost more, and the Lynx is probably easier to damage, which is interesting, where this is, just rotomotive plastic, and everybody knows how much of a beating it can take. We'll go into that more. Next video will be on the water. Thanks for watching.